So I'm starting off with some poinsettias and sparkly eucalyptus, which we got at our local craft store, and I'm placing it into the garland that was on the tree from last year. And I'm basically going to do this spreading out the poinsettias so they look kind of random because nature is not symmetrical. And we're going to do that until I'm finished with the poinsettias. Next, we will be doing the topper. It is traditional for people to use angels or Santas as their toppers, but because our tree is nature themed, we decided to do a nature themed topper. We went to the Dollar Tree and got twigs with sparkles, leaves, and pine cones on them. Gathered the twigs at the bottom, tied them up with twine, and feathered the tops out to create a fan. Next, we went to Hobby Lobby, our local craft store, and got a cardboard deer. We tied ribbon around the deer's neck to create a bow. Next, we took the deer and placed it in front of the feathered twigs. This customizable topper creates elegance and uniqueness to any tree, and you will love the addition. Okay, so now we're doing focal points. Focal points are big spots that pull you to different parts of the tree. Right now we are working on the peace sign, which is just a long lettering that says peace. Next we will be placing the angel, Merry Christmas, large stars, and a sparkling deer head. Now the point of these, as I said before, is to pull focus to different parts of the tree. Now we want the focus to go from the topper down, and as it goes down, we're looking at the different focal points, and that brings attention to the different parts of the tree, so every single part of the tree is noticed. Once the focal points have been placed, we will now start on the ribbon. Now the ribbon's job is really to bring your focus from the top to the bottom. So as you're wrapping the ribbon, we wrap it circular going down, and also we spiral the ribbon so it creates kind of a cylindrical patterning in the ribbon. We want to do this loosely so it looks effortless and elegant. Now you need to be careful. You'll see at the end that we have placed it a little too far apart, and we have to go back and do a little fixing. That is always going to be a big part about the trees, is that once you see a little mistake, you're going to have to go back and fix it, and it's not going to be perfect the first time. But it will look amazing if you go back and take your time and look at the mistakes. So right now, we are starting to do more filling. As you can tell, we begin at the top and we start to layer. So we started with filler on the garland, and then we went to the topper, and then we went to the focal points, and then we went to the ribbon. And now we're going to a little bit more filler. This makes the tree look more dimensional and have depth. So keeping that in mind, you should also remember that the back of the tree needs just as much attention as the front, because having ornaments in the back, in filler in the back that sparkle and reflect light, create a larger tree and more dimension within the tree. So I'm now going in with red pine cones and golden pine cones, which we also got at Hobby Lobby, our local craft store, and I'm just filling it in little parts. We are finally almost done. So we have one more step, and that is adding the fun ornaments. Now for our tree, since it is a nature tree, all of the ornaments are themed by nature. And a lot of them are animals. So for the animal themed ones, we have a technique where we place them inside the tree on the branches closest to the trunk coming up the center. And that way, when you're looking at it, you start at the top, at the topper, you follow the ribbon down, You're looking at the focal points, you're looking at the angel, you're looking at the garland, and then your eyes start to focus in and you start to see the little tiny details within. And this makes your tree more enjoyable to look at. It makes your tree have more dimension, more depth, and it makes the tree overall feel more realistic. And that's all.